Alright, who's gonna get notified today of my live? Because it's a hit or miss all the time. Some days you guys all get notified, some days some of you. I don't know. I'm so tired. Are you guys tired today? Hello. Hello. I can hardly stay awake, but I can't sleep. So, today marks the portal opening of the Lionsgate portal. So, this is the beginning of the opening of the portal. The biggest portal of the year, in my opinion, is the Lionsgate portal. So, there's a massive shift happening in the air. I can feel it. Some of you could probably feel it. Angels of Enlightenment. Stay positive. There's something good coming your way, but your self-sabotaging mindset is stopping it. Okay? Good evening. I wasn't going to get on here, but there's like a force trying to stop me from doing my work. So I was like, I'm going to get on here and see what happens. That might be a sign that, hey, I'm supposed to go live today. And somebody's trying to stop that for one reason or another. Okay? So what I kind of feel with the masculine collective is a huge awakening happening at this current moment. Sam, I don't know why, but I keep hearing that you're supposed to move geographical location and it'll help your health and everything else. KTG, someone's going to contact you from your past. I apologize, you guys. My son is having a tantrum. It's bedtime routine. So if you hear him yelling or anything like that, that's what his problem is. I'm trying to make him go to bed. And it's like an hour of just whatever every single night. And he tries to drain my energy down to nothing. That's just how he is. He's very controlling of me. He's like, I don't know. He drives me crazy. He just drives me crazy. Your message is you're going to get good news in regards to like something about money or a gift. So now he's in his room freaking out. He'll be out here in a minute probably like, Mom, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Who needs a man in the house when I have my son? Message from my friend Jada. Fernie made contacts about 3 weeks. Thank you for the compliments, you guys. And I appreciate all the donations. We always do like a challenge, see how many donations we get on here. It all goes to my children's expenses. And right now I'm working on back to school expenses. Jess Frederick, your person's going to tell you something that's been on their mind. Anna, the masculine you've been after is in a toxic place right now. I'm getting attacks to my throat. Somebody's trying to silence me. Thor! No! No! Okay, so I feel like this is a big reflectional period for the masculine collective. I kind of pick up a depression when I tap into their energy at this current moment. I feel like a sadness, like a guilt, regret, like remembering who they are and realizing they've been lost for a very long time, if that makes sense. Like I'm hearing I've been lost. I've been lost. That's what I'm hearing. I forgot who I am. Hello, you guys. His Virgo tonic. You're going to hear from a man from your past because they have guilt for the way they treat you. All right, so whoever is in here evil-eyeing me, I can feel you, okay? And I can see who you are as well. And I don't know what your, like, point is on that. Like, what's your point in sitting on my freaking platforms and evil eyeing me? Like, what are you trying to do here? But I can feel you, okay? And you're trying to get me to not do my readings, and you're trying to get me to not do my work, and you're one of the freaking witches that's trying to curse my platforms, okay? I'm not stupid. So I'm just going to tell you right now, get the fuck out of here. Because your karma is going to come its way, because my spirits don't play. Do you understand me? Kristen Lilly, you're going to meet a new love interest, like at a restaurant or an event. All right, let's see what's going on. So, well, they're being pushed into alignment. That's very clear. A fine MILF. Well, thank you. I have 4 kids. Yep. Okay. So essentially what's going on with the opening in this portal is that they are being pushed to step up into the divine masculine role and being pushed into their union timeline, okay? And if you had a 2-heart clearing with me, it's really going to be amplified, okay? Because my readings a lot of times follow the workings that I do for my collective, okay? Sam, you're going to meet a man that's an earth sign. Jill Milrow, sorry. You're letting go of somebody from your past that's going to bring in new love. The cards say if you're broke, no car or girlfriend, that nobody's probably going to want to pursue you, and you might want to get a job. Okay, that's my advice for you. Thank you. All right, so this is where they're at right now. They're being pushed into a preparation process of divine union. Like I said, especially if the 2-heart clearing with me, they're all being pushed into this. But like I said, the 2-heart clearings bring out the truth of the connection. It doesn't necessarily promise union, right? It brings out truth. Do people get in union with my workings? Yes. Okay, I have a whole batch of clients in union right now. How does he feel about you? He's still angry at you and bitter over something you said. Oh, don't you just love those beloved exes reaching out? Yeah. I can't even get my baby daddy to answer a question about parenting. All right. So this person is... God, I'm sick of my throat being attacked on the night. This person is like getting really defensive about this transition that is happening. So they're going through this transformation that is putting them into the union timeline. KTG, you're going to be traveling a lot this upcoming year. So they're trying to push away this transformation, this death and rebirth. This masculine collective actually feels like death. And right now they're reflecting on everything they did shitty in their life. So they're like sitting there and they're like, why did I do that? Like, they're being forced to reflect. And they didn't want to reflect before, but it's now, it's like spirit is like binding them down to almost like pain, because I feel pain and exhaustion. Like spirits are binding them down to that energy to force them to reflect, so they can't just go running around and self-numb themselves to not think about it, okay? So I get a visual of them like playing video games or watching TV or like browsing on their phone, trying to distract themselves from actually reflecting on their life. But there's this spirit that's around their head going, but you did this, but you did that, but you treat the divine feminine like this, but you did this and that in your past. And they're going, oh my God, go away. You know, they're like kind of freaking out about it. So they're trying to block it out and tune it out, but it's not working. They're trying to self-numb off drugs and alcohol. It's not working. They're really irritated with the karmic connections too. Okay. My occupation, what the fuck? Okay, well, my ex brother get karma for what he did to me and his brother. Yes, but just let go. Otherwise, you're going to serve his karma. Okay? You guys, I'm not in the mood for like trolling in here and dumb shit tonight. So if you want to sit in here and troll around and act like a fucking idiot, go right ahead. But I'm not really in the mood for it. Do you understand? Thank you. So they're unable to self-numb. The karmic connections are driving them fucking crazy, okay? Because they got the karmic connections going, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why are you acting weird? Why are you doing that? Because they're not following the karmic connections control and timeline right now, okay? They're not following the karmic's rules in life. Also, some of the spell work that the karmics put on them, some of you guys had me take it off for you, so that opened up their eyes. But they're also fighting through some of the spell work the karmics did, or the brainwashing or manipulation. There's secrets being revealed about the karmic connections. A lot of them are actually cheating on the masculine collective right now, so that's coming out in the air as well. I really picked that up the other day, or they have like dirty secrets that they're not acknowledging. The masculine is having trouble right now because they made fuck-ups with these karmics. They thought it would be a replacement of you. Some of them got with the karmic just to be vengeful towards you, to show you that, hey, I can find somebody else that's easier than you. Okay? And they made dumb mistakes like got money ties together, bought a home together, or bought an item, a vehicle, or they have something tied together financially, and now they're trying to find a way to break away, but they're going to have to make sacrifices to get away from the karmic at this point, and losing money is part of that sacrifice. Samantha, you're going to get good news in regard to medical stuff. Yeah, the karmics are always like, pick me. Yeah, they're pick me girls, right? They're pick me because they're so ugly. Do you ever notice they're ugly? Like, they're so homely. Okay, like, ooh. Like, no, like, girl, no wonder you got to do spell work to get you a man. Okay, because nobody wants to fuck you. Mandura S. He'll come back, but be patient. He finally reached out. I didn't see your message. How long did it take to get contact? The only man in my life is my controlling son. That's the only man in my life, okay? Like, body count? Get the fuck out. Like, what the fuck body count is that bullshit? Get the fuck out of here. TG, promotion at work. By the way, you guys, if you live in California, I keep seeing, like, a earthquake or, like, something with water, like hurricane, tsunami type shit. And I just have to say that, okay? I also feel like on the Gulf, like, there's going to be some sort of hurricane coming in or some sort of big storm, okay, in the Gulf area. So be careful going on vacation to the beaches. So I just want to throw that out there. Is it going to happen or not? I don't know. Usually it does when I predict things. When I'm getting August. Okay. Maria, you need to get a cord cut with somebody in your life that's a man, okay, because they're affecting your health and energy. LA is one of the biggest cities that's going to be hit with spiritual warfare and 3D war, everything else. Okay, LA is one of the targets. New York City, Philadelphia, Houston, Texas is a big one too. They try to hit. Let me think here. Miami. I can usually channel this in quite well, but I've been in a little foggy brain today. But I've gotten that visual like several times of like earthquake and tsunami or like something like that over in California. It could represent a hurricane, because you know there's like these orchestrated hurricanes that suddenly happen in California when California never gets hurricanes, right? So it could be something like that. But definitely the Gulf. I'm getting the Gulf of Mexico getting hit. Jess Frederick, you're going to be moving this next year, okay? His Virgo tonic, you're going to be getting a new job in about 6 months with more pay. What can I expect now that he's finally reached out? Be patient with him and don't like contact him first, but he will start telling you more emotional stuff, okay, and secrets. Anna, you got a man on your mind. that you desperately very much want, but there's going to be another one coming in that's even better, okay? And you guys, if you're getting cursed right now, or you have curses coming up and stuff like that, there's been a whole bunch of hits that have been happening. I have another curse removal I got to do tonight, but I did one earlier today that wiped me out so bad. Okay, it was so bad. People are getting hit so bad, it's like pulling them in other dimensions and other timelines, and it's like changing their identity, their mindset, how they think. Like, this is entities getting into their minds, entities getting into their chakra system, into their throats, everything like that. And I did a clearing today that literally threw me on my ass. Okay, and I got another one tonight that's going to throw me on my ass. Symptoms of this: depression, anxiety, identity crisis, identity loss, stomach issues, diarrhea, vomiting, heartburn, a lot of hiccups, stuff like that. Feeling disconnected from source, like you can't connect right now, is another sign of that. Losing money, anxiety, panic, fear, stuff like that is also coming in, okay? If you have some of these symptoms of a hex or a curse, please book a clearing with me. It is an investment, because these are going to start consuming people's energy to the point where I don't even want to say what I see coming, okay? So I really recommend keeping yourself cleared if you're having any issues. I do have a firm on my website which lets you pay for it later, okay, or pay for it in installments. I also have Stripe, where you can use a credit card, or you could pay off the website. And just a reminder, if you pay on PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, you choose pay manual pay at the end. If you want to use Stripe or Affirm, you choose pay online at the end, okay? A message from Fernie to Jada. He does like her, but he feels like she's a little bit aggressive towards him, like pushy. Yeah, nightmares are another sign of the curses, Jill. So just watch your energy. There is a setup on me. My family is involved. Yes, that's a curse as well. It induces gang stalking. You can get energy on you that literally draws people in to target you. I've seen that, and I've also experienced it. So, yeah. I recommend doing curse removals. You know, if you... I recommend doing them at least once a year. Okay? And... you know, if you feel off or like you're getting hit, I recommend doing it right away to prevent it. But here's the thing. I have a couple clients that go, why do I feel stuff come back on me after a few months? And it's like, well, for one thing, you're around people that have infectious energy, and you're not changing your lifestyle. So you're not making the proper changes to keep family curses off you when you're living in the environment that keeps you sick. So to keep the curses off you and to keep the blockages off you, you need to follow spirit and make the changes in your life, right? You're not going to stay healthy in an environment that keeps you sick. So let's say your parent that you're living with, or your current partner that's a very karmic abusive connection, is keeping you sick. You come to me, get a curse removal done, and that person is causing the dark energy, and you stay living in that environment. More than likely, you're going to need another one in about 2 to 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, you need to make the changes to keep your soul healthy, your body healthy, your mind and your emotional health, you know, everything like that. You'll have to get a reading with me if you want me to read about that, but gang stalking is real. I had it happen to me several times. It happened to me last year. A lot of you know my story about getting targeted, tricked and conspired against, basically framed and put into a psychiatric ward, and then my kids got kidnapped and taken 5 states away. Illegally, without any custodial paperwork or emergency custody order or any order to put me in a psychiatric ward, okay? That was definitely black magic, no doubt about it. And these people got attachments on them that were involved and went along with it. It was literally like I got framed. Literally, that's how I feel. I didn't pursue charges with the police department, child protection, or people involved because I'm honestly just tired. and I just want to move on with my life. I got my kids back, and that's the main thing, is they're safe with me, and I just want to be left alone. If people don't think gang stalking isn't real, yes, it is. Okay. And my story is a very true story of gang stalking. This is why if I have a relationship, I need a very strong man in my life. Otherwise, I'm better off being alone. My ex-husband went along with it. My family, they all went along with it. The police departments were going along with it. Child protection were going along with it. But you know what? God did come through. And the judges took my side. The lawyers took my side when they actually saw the story. And everybody's eerily quiet now because I think they know they're in the wrong of what they did to me. So my kids were given back to me immediately. So justice was served in some ways, but I lost a lot of money and induced trauma on myself and my children, and it's fucked up. So gang stalking really irritates me, and yes, it is a curse. And if you get gang stalked, you need a clearing and need protection, which I put protection around you when I do clearings. I no longer get harassed like that anymore. I get harassed on a spiritual level, which is another story. But I haven't had an incident like that since, because now I know how to protect myself, stand up for myself, and call it out. I also called it out to the public over the internet, which embarrassed the people involved. Because they wanted me silenced to be ashamed of myself, but I wasn't, because I didn't do anything wrong. So shame on those involved, and may karma come your way, sweetie pies. That's all I have to say. And I had to go through it by myself. So I did. Kitty Cat, your masculine is saying, I'm not ready for this connection. I'm struggling with my mind. They have an entity on their head that is feeding thoughts to their mind. They're struggling with this. They could use a clearing, actually. My eyeshadow, ironically, is called Twin Flames, and it's at Sephora. That's the line. It's Twin Flame line. All right, so let's see what else is going on with the Masculine Collective with the opening of this portal. So you guys, let's see if we can get the $200 mark with donations tonight. Emotional despair. I keep hearing emotional despair. They're manifesting you, you guys. They're manifesting you very heavily right now. There's a lot of sexual manifesting, so they're probably masturbating to your photos, pleasuring themselves to the thought of you. This is quite common with the Divine Masculine Collective. They're calling out to your heart space. They're trying to draw your love in, but they feel a resistance. Okay, they really do. They feel a resistance. They're unsure if you're willing to accept their offer, if they come in with an offer. You need to donate $4.99 or higher in USD, please. KTG Promotion Network. What can I do to help lead this communication towards reconciliation? I would get a 2-heart clearing, MF. That's what I would do with me to protect your connection, because there's always going to be an outside force coming in and trying to ruin it. Okay? So they're like grabbing onto your energy. They're trying to grab onto your energy. I feel like they're astral viewing you. They're coming into your dreams. His Virgo tonic, the guy that's mad at you, is actually trying to play games with you to see if you chase him. They're not juggling around anymore. They're done with the karmic. Okay, they made a decision. They made a decision. That's what I keep hearing. They're in the process of making a decision, and that decision is you. There's a lot of Pisces energy here and Scorpio energy, a lot of water energies. Some of you might be dealing with a water sign, but what I'm getting with that is a lot of emotion behind the Masculine Collective right now. A lot of emotions coming up, a lot of regret, guilt, and shame coming up, and all of that good stuff, okay? And this is your energy right now, like you're the High Priestess energy. They feel that they feel this draw towards you, but they feel you blocking them. Like you might be energetically pushing them away, or maybe you did physically block them, or you're like, fuck this shit, something like that. They feel a resistance with you. When they go in and out of contact, you guys, that's lack of alignment. It means that there's an imbalance, probably in your energy as well. And you need to calm your energy down. Stop being anxious and have expectations. Having expectations is not a divine connection. You need to let go and let the men do what they want to do. Us women need to learn that lesson that we cannot expect anything from a man. If they disappoint us, let us down, don't do what we think we think they should do, then we need to let it go. If they're fucking up, that's not for us to decide. For fuck's sake, stupid. It's not for us to decide, and you need to just let go and stay calm and then watch. He'll talk more, okay? Because he'll feel you're more balanced. You ladies need to stay more balanced. Get a clearing, stay more balanced, okay? My clearings will help balance your energy. Stay balanced. It's important. When you're going, when is he going to talk? When is he going to talk? Then he's not going to talk because you're trying to control it, right? Here comes my son. I'm telling you. What? KTG, you need to clear your energy. Use salt water. They're seeing you as a very confident, vibrant woman, okay? That's literally how they're seeing you right now, like you're the queen bee, okay? So they have you up in the pedestal, you're sitting in your throne, okay? They see that, they feel that, and they know they have to up everything to be able to touch your energy, right? So they could sit there and jerk off all day long and try to get a hold of your energy, but they probably can't touch your energy because you guys have been ascending lately. That's why you've been going through these weird shifts. Jada wants to know why Fernie stopped talking to her. Because she was being too pushy with being in a relationship and he's not ready for that. Nadura, no, don't move in with your parents. Okay, with police station, you might be dealing with a cop or somebody who works with the legal system, or this person might be in legal trouble right now and they're struggling with that. Ooh, okay. Don't go backwards in life right now, you guys. A lot of you are getting tests to go backwards in life, okay? Be careful dating cops, you guys. A lot of them are cheaters and abusers, okay? I'm just going to say that. Just be cautious dating cops. Okay, so you had a dream about your ex because he's still corded in your energy. That's what it is. He's still feeding on your energy. You need to get a cord cut done. And you guys, I have a friend that does cord cuts for $150. If you want to get one done, send me an email and I can hook you up with that. I have them do cord cuts for me. Very good at them. Okay. So I feel like they're getting, okay, what I'm getting here, I'm also getting legal trouble with a karmic or some sort of issue with a karmic in their life who was a trickster, who's holding something over their head. And it might not be actually like legal trouble, but like blackmail. Okay, so some of the karmics are trying to do blackmail or something like that. Any love message for Jada? She needs to just let go of love right now. The other guy will come back in, but she'll also have an option with another person that might be an Aquarius. Okay, so they're starting to see the trickster energy of the karmic. That karmic sold them a fairy tale, okay? So what did that karmic sell them? A fairy tale of, oh, I'm the perfect version of the divine feminine without you having to do the work or having to make changes, okay? So this illusion is starting to come up and out. There's a lot of court cases going on right now involving like custody and stuff. I have one coming up myself. So yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now. So they're realizing that they got tricked. They're seeing they got tricked with the karmic, and a lot of them are sitting there trying to think of a way to get out of everything with this karmic. I'm going to draw on the karmic because I feel like a lot of you are wondering. They're trying to figure out a way, how do I get out of this situation with the karmic? Because they were trying to prove to you that they were going to go with this person or whatever, or follow this dynamic to be kind of defiant against you in this connection, right? And this karmic, look, I found an easy version of you and I don't have to worry about it because this karmic learned you and took on the blueprint of you and copied you, but they were just a fraud. So they're getting karma for that now. And that illusion of bullshit is backfiring. Their life is slowing down right now from the karmic connection. The communication is starting to get to be less and less. They're getting bored because one of the only things they had in common was talking about you. For some of you, that's going to resonate. The connection is quiet. The karmic is holding secrets. There's lack of love. There never was love to begin with. It was all fake. It was all trickster. It was all illusion. It was all bullshit. It was just spell work, basically. What's going on with the karmic? The union's getting tipped upside down. Yep. Oh, yeah. Lover's upside down, Four of Wands upside down. The union's getting tipped upside down. I feel like spirits are taunting this connection right now because it's not meant to be. They're not supposed to be together. It was a karmic lesson, not a spiritual contract, okay? It was a karmic contract, a karmic lesson. It turned into that. The karmics are like out for revenge against the masculine collective. Yep. It's not their happy ending. It's not their happy ending. Look at that. Lies, cheating from a jealous female, which is the karmic there. Hi, Thor. Can you please go to bed, please? Thank you. Good night, Freya. Good night, honey. Oh, okay. This one woman trying to pretend to be me, now wears the same eye makeup I wear, puts her hair up like I do, wears similar clothes. Yeah, they'll do that. Got into tarot cards, think she's a spiritual healer. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird the shit they'll do. They're desperate. Why do they do it? They're like AI ran or something, or they're like robotic. Like, do they not have an identity? I just don't understand it. But the masculines are the joke at the end of the day. Nadia, stop. NPCs, yep. What's else going on with the karmic? Taking their power away. They're sucking these masculine dry. They get sick around them now. They get headaches because the spirits are going, okay, your lesson's done. Why are you holding on now? Okay, so now it's to the point where it's just punishment. Look at that, karmic ties. Yup. And my third-party removals, you guys, are the bomb-ass diggity. And I'll tell you what, when I do my third-party removals, those men get sick as shit when they're around those women, okay? Especially if they're not meant to be with them. They will get so sick and drained. I also end the contract. It works. The only time it doesn't work is when they're meant to be together. Okay? So some of you are going to be getting a message very soon here. We are in Mercury retrograde after all. You're going to get some sweet talk from this person. Okay, they're going to be unsure what to say to you, how to say it to you. They're really going to have a hard time like talking to you. So maybe a message like, hey, it may start out like that. How are you? Very simple message. They're going to be very nervous. A lot of them have already typed out some messages to you and deleted the messages because they just don't know what to say to you. There's a sense of embarrassment here. They also are embarrassed to tell you that you were right about the karmic situation or what really happened here with this karmic situation. But they kind of want to get you on their side of pitting up against the karmic because the masculines want to pit against the karmic. But you know what? That's not for you to do, and I feel like they need to do that on their own. Yep, see, a lot of you are going to get that text, and you're going to hear some news about their life that's going to be like, what? What happened here? They're going to miss you so much that they can't even stand it anymore. If any of them had babies with the karmic, with legal matters here, they might have to go to court for some sort of child support, or there's going to be a paternity test that comes back saying that they're not the parent to the child. I kind of get that there too. So you might be getting some shocking news in regards to that as well. Yep, there's going to be secrets coming out involving children, if they had children with the karmic. Look at that, you guys. The masculine and the karmic connections are cheating on each other, okay? Like workplace affair and shit like that. Like there's some shit about ready to blow up here. But you know, some of these karmics that had babies and shit with these masculine, those babies are not theirs. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. And there's going to be paternity tests coming back for that. The 2 heart clearings are 100% worth it, you guys. You get the truth out of the connection because what's hidden in the dark comes to light. Yeah, this person is hurting without you. You're inseparable. So there is an energetic tie here. His Virgo tonic. You're being advised right now to focus on your money, not love, and allow love to align on its own. That's a really strong message for you. Your ancestors don't want you focused on who am I going to be with, because it's actually stopping your divine path right now and your life purpose. Okay? You guys know right now is the time where karma's being dealt out, like candy. Yeah, it's going to get interesting. Thor, what did I say? What did I say? Bedtime, thank you. Every night. Every single night. So here you are detached, and here they are like freaking out right now. I mean, I think this about does the reading. They are looking at your photos. I do see that. They are reminiscing. Some of you are going to get visions of this person reminiscing because they're going to start thinking about those good moments that they had with you. And what they're truly missing out on is an authentic woman that's not faking who they are to be with them, who was authentic and who they were truly supposed to be. You were authentic around this person. Like they're thinking about the genuine side of this connection and how real and raw it truly was. Okay, that's on their mind, and how they were scared of this connection. Okay, they were deathly afraid of this connection, so they ran away from this connection. Okay, they miss you bad. This masculine collective misses you real bad. Okay, they want to make it right to you. I got a child support case coming up too. Mine is just to enforce child support though. I mean, if he wants to try to reduce it, whatever. But it's not going to get reduced very much because it's already low. So, but you know what? You got to pay for your kids. You breed them, you feed them. That's just how it works. A lot of child support cases right now. It seems like whatever I'm going through, it seems like everybody else is going through the same time. It's so weird. Jess Frederick, I feel like you're going to be a supervisor at your work, like a management or supervisor. Thor, bed, shut your door. Shut your door. Thank you, shut the door. So, I don't remember what I was saying now. He like distracts me. April. Somebody from your past is going to come back in your life and apologize for the way they treat you. They have a lot of guilt because you're a good person. All right, I'm going to get off here, you guys. And you can book emergency readings this week. I have openings for that. I also have openings for mentoring if you want some mentoring, stuff like that. Okay, hop on my website and book. All right, you guys, have a good night. Bye-bye.